Now, the Internal Displacement Monitoring Center has raised concerns over the rate at which people have been forced to flee the Democratic Republic of the Congo in the last 6 months. The Norwegian Refugee Council calls the situation a mega crisis, outpacing displacement in countries at war like Syria, Yemen and Iraq.
The worsening humanitarian emergency and increased numbers of displaced people in the Democratic Republic of Congo has become a mega crisis. Figures released on Wednesday, December the 6th by the Internal Displacement Monitoring Center show a grim reality inside the country. Over 1.7 million people have fled their homes so far this year because of insecurity, according to United Nations, an average of over 5,500 people per day. This brings the total number of people displaced to over 4 million. Congo was plunged into political uncertainty after President Joseph Kabila's refusal to step down at the end of his second elected term in December sparked protests that killed dozens of people. Kinshasa has also been fighting insurgents in the Kasai region since August, triggering fears of a wider conflict in the large Central African country. Thousands of people have been killed and more than 1 million forced to flee their homes in eastern Kasai since the start of an insurrection nearly a year ago by the Kamwina and Sapu militia, which is demanding the withdrawal of military forces from the area.
In Congo, at this time, there has been conflicts for many years, but we have seen since the mid-2016, you can say, an increase and in new areas. The conflict has spread into the Kasai region with the conflict that started in August 2016, and we see now in 2017 that this is also spreading into to Tanganyika and the southern part of Sud Kivu.
Here in Tanganyika, a province in the southeast of Lake Tanganyika, more than 9,000 displaced people have sought refuge in churches and schools. Many have spent months on the road fleeing conflict back home and now live in poor conditions in makeshift shelters. The violence has prevented even families from accessing land and maintaining their livelihoods. Up to 7.7 million people are severely food insecure, up 30% in a year. Lack of access to clean water has led to a cholera outbreak that has killed some 600 people. Despite the UN activating its highest level 3 emergency for the country in October, little money or resources have trickled in to respond to the crisis.
Senegal opens a new airport in Dias, and that's about 45 kilometers from the capital Dakar and just 20 kilometers from the country's third largest city to the north. The Blaidian International Airport begins operation today and replaces the old Sego Airport in the heart of Dakar. At the cost of 575 million euros, the new airport took 10 years to build.